And you went into a flare?
Actually, I can't say it's a flare because mine came as a stroke.
Oh.
Just a sudden stroke, abruptly stroke.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Then after
that
getting a
is
stroke, I was rushed to the hospital. I think my condition was above the doctors.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode on Beyond Conditions. Beyond Conditions is a forum that seeks to bring together and establish a community for those of us who journey with chronic conditions. And this we do so as to support each and every one of us as we navigate the challenges of healthcare and in ensuring that we realize a full life despite journeying with chronic conditions. We do this in collaboration with our caregivers and our healthcare providers. And on today's show, we are breaking stereotypes. And in another special edition on Voices of Valor. And today I'm holding it down for the ladies. I'm joined by three gentlemen with our special guest who might like to introduce himself.
Thank you, Trish, for that powerful introduction. I'm Newton, but I like it being called Newton Rains.
Newton Rains.
Yeah. I'm currently a student partaking land survey. Yeah, and I'm a lupus warrior. Thank you.
So Newton's a lupus warrior. Thank you, Newton.
Thank you. My name is Joseph Karanja. I'm Newton's friend. Yeah.
Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, and the one and only, the man who uses tear gas as a perfume, but not in this episode. Yeah, I'm the one and only John Marvin. Today, on the Beyond Condition episode, you can see we are joined by, two handsome men ready to give us their inspiring stories. Stay tuned.
And me, I'm not beautiful.
You are.
Yeah, so thank you, viewers. And it's not every other day that we get to hear about men who are journeying with lupus in particular, as a chronic condition. And that's why today's episode is about breaking stereotypes. And we'll go on right ahead and get to hear from Newton, who is our special guest. Tell us about the initial diagnosis, the early symptoms.
Lupus is one of a chronic condition of which it's not easily diagnosed. But before then, it was a journey, too many pre-visits to the hospital, too many doctors working on you. It was kind of tough. Before the main diagnosis to be known, it's a journey actually, not easy. I've been misdiagnosed with malaria, typhoid, since the sign and symptom of lupus are almost similar to malaria, like joint pains.
The joint pains.
Yeah. Then fatigue. Yeah. So it wasn't easy.
So initially they would think that it's malaria and they treated you for malaria.
Initially they treated malaria, of which it worked. Actually, it was working before. Yeah, it was working.
Okay. So perhaps just tell us, when did they finally reach an accurate diagnosis of lupus? And how did that feel?
Actually, it took a while. Let's say from my childhood, my upbringing wasn't that clear. Ups and downs, sickness more often. But up to 2017, it's when I was diagnosed with lupus at Kenyatta.
At Kenyatta?
Yeah.
Joseph knows that story.
Yeah.
How was it?
No, although I've known Newton around 2016 there, when we started fellowship together. First, I knew his parent, his dad. We used to talk to him. I never knew Newton, but then I knew his father.
Okay.
Through his father,
you got to know
I
Newton.
got to know Newton. And through the challenges we face, some of the signs, they look the same as Newton. As we communicate as a friend, the bond
was
became a
there.
bit strong. Yeah.
Also, viewers, Joseph is also just going through a lot of these symptoms that we're yet to establish what exactly it is, but hopefully soon he will get to know as he's still going through the tests
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Newton, take us to that incident where now you went to the hospital and they did test, and finally they got to know that you had lupus, like the occurrence of the day.
Thank you for bringing that episode up.
Uh-huh.
Actually, let's say some things it's above our scope. It's only God who knows. Because being treating malaria and typhoid for a while, and then finally something erupts, so that you could be known what's going on with your body. So after being treating malaria and typhoid, I think the body
Got fed up.
exactly that's the words.
And you went into a flare?
Actually, I can't say it's a flare because mine came as a stroke.
Oh.
Just a sudden
Wow.
stroke, abruptly stroke.
Wow. Okay.
Then after
that is
getting a
very
stroke, I was rushed to the hospital. I think my condition was above the doctors.
This is in high school,
This is in
Newton.
high school, yeah, right.
A
You are
stroke
in
in
school?
high school.
Yeah, in 2017. in Form
Where were
one.
you
In Form
exactly
one.
when all this was happening, like at that moment?
Actually, it was in Form 1. I was in Form 1,
From one is
Yeah.
young.
Term 1, after midterm break, around April. Not April, March, sorry.
March, yeah.
After midterm break, day 3. So after reporting that day, that's when I got a stroke early in the morning. According to our school schedule, we were to wake up around 4, we go to classes, but I wasn't able to wake up. So after being left in the dorm, obviously one of our class tutor came in, was much concerned what's happening because he can't see me in
I
class.
would imagine, yeah.
So he approached. Then I had to speak out because I think I was stable to speak, but I wasn't stable to move. So I spoke up. I told her I can't feel my left side.
Wow.
Yeah, so he took action. I was rushed to Roy Family Hospital in Roy because my school was around that area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then Roy Family did their test, everything. They didn't find any answer. So after no diagnosis from Roy Family, they had to call my parents. Before I think any school, before they call your parents, they usually try their best until
To make sure it's not something that involves your parent.
Or that would require them to yet raise the alarm for the parent.
I think the school tries very much to get you well before
They
They contact
involve
your
the
parents.
parent.
before they raise alarm.
Yeah.
So after the school seeing this thing is overwhelming, they called my parent, especially my dad came. And since I was, I used to go to, what is it called, Gertrude Hospital in Donholm. That's where I was. Well, I used to visit more often. So my dad came, picked me up. I went to Gertrude. Since the doctor had a small history of mine, because before the doctor at Gertrude, he was the one who was treating me malaria and typhoid.
Oh.
Yeah. But it worked. It was working.
At that time.
It was working. It was working.
Yeah.
So I can't complain. It was working. I was introduced to HCQS a long time ago.
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah.
Long time ago. So it worked. Since it used to minimize the joint pain.
And it's actually the same, anti-malarial drug that we use in lupus.
True.
Yes, yeah.
So it worked. So after getting to her, she was a lady. So after seeing me, I think she had a brief idea about lupus. Although that era, lupus was not literally known, not more known. It was not common. But I think she had idea. So she referred me to Dr. Tao at Kenyatta. Yeah, that's where I first met Dr. Tao. She admitted me at Kenyatta,
Dr. Itao, the
a
rheumatologist.
rheumatology doctor.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she did her test. After several tests and waiting since that time the tests were being taken to South Africa.
Yes, yeah.
So you have to wait. So after waiting,
For how long?
like 1.5 weeks.
About almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks,
yeah.
yeah. So after waiting, finally on my second week, that's when Dr. Tao came and told us I have lupus. The tests are positive for lupus.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So let's fast forward. After you have been diagnosed, now we know you have lupus. How was the reaction of your family, friends? How do they take in that situation?
Actually, the message wasn't clear. We didn't embrace it in a good way.
Were they aware
even
of
know
something
what
called
lupus
lupus?
is.
Yeah.
No,
They were not aware.
it's something new to every one of us. And then being told that lupus is something which you'll manage all your life isn't a good message.
You know, there's a lot of misconceptions and myths of different cultures. Yeah, some cultures think you might kurogwa and something, witchcraft. You never got such kind of allegations.
Actually, I got them because I was introduced to so many pastors. My parents believing maybe it's a witchcraft or bad deeds. Yeah, I was introduced to many pastors.
Actually, you mentioned earlier that during the waiting period, you had lots of prayer sessions.
I had a lot of
a lot of pastors and.
Yeah, actually, my dad is one of a strong believer.
And and so am I. I am a strong believer. Yeah, I strongly believe in God.
Am I.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm left out, but yeah, I'm also in that cocoon.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Sema ukweli.
Ukweli. Yeah.
So he tried all his best to call pastors. Actually, we believe that prayers works. True.
Yes, prayer works. Yeah.
Yes, and actually it worked. Let's say it worked.
Yeah.
Let's say it worked.
Yeah, let's say it worked.
Why are you saying let's say it worked?
Because we can't diminish the power of prayer.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. God's powerful. Yeah.
I think via prayer that's how I was linked up with Dr. Tao. Maybe, and that's how
you came to the diagnosis. Yeah.
So we can say prayer also worked.
Yeah. So maybe so it was a relief to know what it was finally. Rather than always like you were groping in the dark initially,
treating malaria that isn't really malaria.
Yes.
Let's say it was a relief. Though still better treating malaria, because malaria it's a seasonal condition. You treat and it goes away.
Disease.
This one, it's a
but
lifetime
now,
condition.
knowing that it's a lifetime condition was distressful.
Distressful.
So there was that relief of knowing, and still the distress that comes with the what it means, what lupus means,
and what next.
Yeah, and that's normally the case with most of us when you get that diagnosis. Yeah, it was the same for me actually. I was happy that I knew what the problem was, but at the same time I was like,
now I have to live with it.
And
for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and maybe in the medication, and perhaps just to ask, what does your medication regimen look like? What do you take for lupus? How do you medically manage your lupus?
My medication regimen. That's something very crucial. Actually, at first I was taking around three different drugs, but currently I'm taking 15 different drugs.
At first,
at first
15.
I was
at first three.
I was under hydrochloroquine, PDL, and HCQS.
Okay.
Sorry,
the
and MMF.
MMF, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, with school, how do you manage with doctor's visits?
Your schedule.
Yeah, with your school schedule and having exams sometimes, yeah, cuts.
Okay, with the school, actually, from 2017, since I was in a boarding school, I had to transfer to a day school since the school wasn't capable to manage me. So we searched for an alternative, of which it was a day school. A day school, it worked because since I had raised an alarm there, so they already had some information about me. So my high school, it was good.
So that was the adjustment you had to make
Yeah.
to go to a day school.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about now in college? You're managing?
In college, it's kind of tougher.
It's tough.
How tough is it?
How tough is it? Because college, they don't know me, actually. They don't know about my condition. I've never raised any alarm about my condition. Not so much tougher because college, it's a freestyle. It's a freestyle.
There's no like a routine, you have to do this in the morning,
College.
College is freestyle. It's the structure allows for
Flexibility.
independence. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I think the only thing that matters in a college is just the sign sheet.
You've
Once-
shown up in
yeah.
school, you've signed.
Yes, once you are signed, you are good to go.
So it's tougher, but you're managing.
In college, it's tough, but I'm managing.
Okay.
How are you managing? Like, will you try to tell us, or maybe create awareness to other people who may be having the condition, but they are finding it tougher than you to manage it? Or maybe your routine, or how you carry out your plan during the day?
Okay, my routine of managing it is just take your drugs as prescribed or as directed by your physician. Yeah, and then once you feel your body is not, it's not acting as usual, you just take a break.
Take a break.
Yeah.
So what does a day look like for you? Like, there's the nursery rhyme. The sun is there up in the sky. I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I comb my hair. What's your day like?
My day like
A day in your life.
Yeah. Wake up in the morning, take coffee.
I think that's normal for everyone.
Not really.
Not for me.
Not really.
No coffee.
Okay, my day like that. I think for mine it's normal, but the only thing that adds up is maybe you just take a time for your drugs. Okay, you just include drugs.
Make time for taking the medication.
True, yeah.
Not much vigorous activities.
Not really.
Some walks here and there.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Exercise I do.
Okay, but not vigorous, just minimal.
Actually, I like cycling because I have got a bike at home.
Oh, nice.
I like cycling. I think too much of something is dangerous.
Yeah.
So too much cycling may trigger flare. So I try to make it minimal once in a while, since exercise also helps in managing the condition.
Yeah. Because then you need mobility for the joints, but then when it's done in excess, it's likely to trigger a flare and pain.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Joseph, being a friend of yours, how does he maybe help you or come in handy in your life? Because we know we get a lot of people with such kind of conditions who don't understand you. Maybe people think you might be, disturbing, or you're a disturbance. So how do friends in general come in handy towards your support and the society at large?
That's whole support system.
Yeah.
The whole support system. Actually, at school, I just have only friends for academic purposes.
Yeah, you said school don't know.
Yeah. I don't like sharing my problem at school.
Okay.
Yeah. So the outside, I think it's only Jose who knows about me. So it's the only who knows more deep about me, about my condition. The rest, they just know me physically, academically, just church, service, normal service. Yeah.
And you're okay with that, or you feel like
I think
you need more support system, people to talk to?
living alone,
Uh,
it's kind of interesting because okay, the kind of support system which I would want is maybe you get from your mentors, but not my age mates. That doesn't sound cool to me. Okay, that's according to me.
I'm wondering if I'm falling in the category of mentor.
yeah. Yeah, you are a mentor. You don't believe yourself as a mentor.
Why do you guys keep reminding me that I'm very old?
You are. You are. You don't need to be reminded. So
Yeah.
basically you're saying you like to stay mysterious.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's your definition of style.
yeah, that's the different style.
Okay. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Newton, mostly when we look at lupus and from the female side, we see it a bit different. And like I say, you're the first man I know who has lupus. And perhaps just, I'm really curious, how has lupus affected your life in terms of connections, relationships?
Actually, lupus. Lupus has a great impact in life, both positive and both negative.
Which is the positive one?
The positive one I like about lupus is that it makes someone look young.
Really?
Yeah, I think I enjoy that thing a lot.
Of looking young. But you are young.
I'm not
Actually,
young.
we look young.
You're not young?
We look
I'm
young.
not young.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
young.
look young.
How old are you?
According to my age.
Yeah, you could easily be confused for a teenager.
True.
Yeah, perhaps 15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the norm.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, even I am normally confused for...
For?
For?
Just what are you confused for?
No, but a lot of times people don't get my actual age. They always think it lower.
I know there is that age behind your ID, but there's that age on your head. Like when someone asks you what's your age, you just tell him or her, and they'll accept it. So what's your lying age?
They say you don't ask women their age. Yes.
Yeah,
now, if we can proceed. Yes, that we don't dwell on my age. So, what about emotionally? I would want to think you probably have your dating, and how has this affected you as a man, or even and many other things, because the expectations, especially from the African setting, on the male.
Actually, going by that line, being a man, you have to dominate.
You have to be dominant.
Dominate.
Yeah, you have to be dominant. That's why I said before, I don't like sharing my story. Once you start sharing, it will lower your
esteem,
your dignity.
You look like you're sympathy seeking.
Yeah,
but that's not true. I think there's a lot of strength in expressing some of these weaknesses.
It will depend with the people you have shared with. How will they perceive it?
I think there is a difference between a lady and a man.
Yeah. A lady will be more supported.
True.
It will be taken as she needs help.
Yes.
But as a man, it will be taken as you are seeking for sympathy.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, so you
That's
would rather
why-
not talk about it because then you look weak?
Yeah. That's in the African setting,
Okay.
A lot of people will perceive that he's weak in nature and he needs support. But for a woman with the same condition, it will be different. Like,
Okay.
let's help her, and that kind of...
But for some reason, I like Newton so much, and he's very positive. And, I think for him to come out and not just tell his story, but be engaged in awareness and advocacy and put a male face to lupus is such a show of strength. But yeah, like you say, there's that gender dynamic which I didn't realize.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Newton, are you currently seeing someone or dating, or has?
The
Tell us,
medicine,
take us through.
or the medicine has nguvu ya
Eh?
imekuwa intimidating.
Yeah.
Actually, there, let's put it confidential.
Confidential. Okay.
Inaweza ongea iharibike.
So tusiambie ladies out there that you can always ask us for Newton's number and we shall share it with you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Newton, we don't have so much time, and maybe perhaps just quickly take us through some of the challenges and how you're coping as we just go towards wrapping up.
Some of the challenges, challenges there are many, but let me just be brief. Actually, as I said earlier, I'm taking land survey. Land survey is a vigorous course. It needs a lot of energy, time, since it's a field course. So sometimes
You're out in the field a lot.
Yeah, you're out in the field, sun. So the challenge.
And the sun is an enemy of lupus.
Actually, the sun is an enemy.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
So okay, I can't complain because I'm the one who chose it. You just have to follow the trend.
Okay.
So challenging, apart from the course, managing a lupus condition and studying isn't easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy. Actually, not easy. And then also drugs, managing
the financial.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I'm taking 15 different drugs, and each drug has its price. Like MMF, it's high.
It's very expensive.
So around 120.
Yeah.
CQS around 50 bob. So seeing taking like 1,000 daily.
Yeah.
On a body.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah,
that's a heavy
quite
toll.
A lot.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. Yeah, it's a heavy financial burden. Yeah.
So due to that, sometimes I go without drugs. Sometimes even my school fees becomes a challenge because I think managing and then too many visits. Actually, now I'm seeing 3 specialists. I'm under rheumatology, I'm under neurology, and I'm under nephrology.
Oh, yeah, because of the nephritis. Yeah.
Nephritis.
Yeah. Pole. Oh, okay. So we'll still be with Newton again and again, and he'll share more on some of these things. But you viewers, you have had the challenges that Newton goes through. Newton, at this point in time, I would like us to end on a positive note. What are your dreams? A positive note. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? And I know that you're a very, very positive person because this is what I experience with you.
My dream. I usually pray in the future. Okay, as I said, I'm a surveyor. Yeah, I would like to become one of the most successful surveyor because that is my dream. That's my that's my dream. And then I wouldn't wish any other person to get lupus because what I've gone through, it's pain. Isn't easy. Yeah, I wouldn't wish.
And we wish you well in that dream.
Yeah,
to
amen.
be such a great surveyor.
And
Joseph, we want to
Joseph. Your dreams too, dreams are not something to lock someone out. What are your dreams as a person? Because you're also facing your challenges. Yeah.
Actually, as a man, you must face these challenges, and in these difficult times, you have some goals that we set, and like now, to me, as a businessman, mwanabiashara, I'd like to live a very humble life
Mm.
with not this lot of up and downs,
Mm.
of which if they come, but
Mhm.
getting the strength to cope up with
Mm.
these challenges that we face, the
Mm.
medication, all these.
Mm.
I wish to live a very happy life.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, with a family, children.
Mm.
Seeing children and grandchildren make
Growing up.
somebody happier.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
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 I think
Oh,
that's said.
okay. Yeah, that's a great dream, and that's been quite a session.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because this is one of those conversations that we have, the voices of Valor, and we are grateful so much, Newton, for you taking on in such a courageous way this invitation to join us today. And I do hope that you will be with us again and again, and especially to take on this advocacy and awareness call to put that male face to lupus and to continue enlightening society about lupus. Yeah. And we want to thank you so much, viewers, for joining us today. And we have come to the end of our show. As always, I remain your advocate and fierce champion for chronic conditions. And I'll ask everyone to do a round of introduction as we wrap up. And bye-bye.
I think I'll go last.
Yeah. Joseph, you can just say bye to the viewers. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Bye, everyone. Happy for the session. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm so much honored, Trish, for this wonderful session. This being my first time to create awareness, I hope to work more and more and more with you. Yeah, and I pray, seek for God's strength every time. I'm so much humbled and be blessed.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Yeah, be blessed. I've been your host, Trish Barasa, and I look forward to seeing you again. Remember to share, subscribe, like, comment, and engage with our content.
Yeah, it's been true. Being your co-host John Marvin, and I've enjoyed the session, learned a lot, and I hope to see you guys more and more. We can discuss more about this. Yeah, I think that's said.
Yeah.
Done.
We will share Newton's contact in case you want to get in touch with him.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, viewers.
Yeah. Bye.